Hello everyone, welcome to my Hocus Pocus 2 review. I just got done watching Hocus Pocus 2. I am a huge fan of the first Hocus Pocus, watch it all the time. So this is my review for Hocus Pocus 2. I will give this 3 out of 5 stars. I give it 3 out of 5 stars. It is not as good as the original, but then what can be, really. But I really did like some aspects of this movie a lot. I am going to do a spoiler-free review for the first half of this video, and then I'll get into spoilers later, but I'll give you a warning before the spoilers hit. So, let's do the spoiler-free review first. Love what they did with a few things in this movie. I love the new girls in the movie. The 3 new girls that they introduced in the movie. They are really cool. They're really funny. I really like them. The sisters themselves, Bette Midler, Sarah Jessica Parker, Kathleen and Jimmy, they are just hilarious as always. They look like they have not missed a beat. They look like they just played these characters 5 years ago, not 30 years ago. Loved what they did there. I love what they did with Book. They did something with Book in the movie. I will get into that in my spoiler review later on in this video, but love what they did with Book. They missed a few opportunities with a few other characters. There's a black cat that I'm sure everyone's seen in the trailer. His name is Cobweb. There's scenes with him in the movie where you think like something's going to happen, like, oh, he must be maybe a person, he has some magic or something like that. Then they don't really do anything with him after that, and I think it was disappointing. They missed something there with that, I think. Loved the ending. The ending is especially good. This is the best part of this movie. It is really awesome. I love what they did with Book. Like I said, I'll get with that here in a little bit in the spoiler section. But 3 out of 5 stars. Love the ending. The beginning is really good too. They actually get into like the backstory and what happened, why they became the Sanderson sisters basically, and witches and stuff like that. And they kind of show that they got a little bit of a raw deal at the beginning in the town of Salem. And but 3 out of 5 stars. Again, not as good as the original. Has some great moments. There's a few things in it that was like, but other than that, not bad at all. Pretty good for a straight to Disney Plus, sequel there. So now that's over. Now I'm going to get into spoilers. Now I'm going to do spoilers. If you do not want to hear spoilers, stop watching right now. Go away. I'm going to give you a couple seconds. Okay, here comes the spoilers. Okay, now I'm going to do my spoiler review. Same video. Okay, what happens at the beginning is you see what happens to the Sanderson sisters. I guess Winifred is arranged to marry someone in the village that she does not want to marry, and the pastor or priest or whatever, the village pastor or whatever, is forcing her to marry this guy at 16 years old, and she does not want to marry him, and she's quite mad, upset about it. And so she refuses, and he banishes her and her sisters away from Salem, and they run into these woods, and they're met by a witch who gives them Book, and Winifred becomes basically, what she is. Then fast forward to the present. There's 2 really girls, Becca and Izzy. They're best friends. It's Becca's birthday. It's Halloween. And she is kind of down on herself this year because one of her other best friends does not want to do anything. She's basically out with the cool crowd and not with them anymore. But anyway, they meet this guy, the black guy you've seen in the trailers, who runs this magic shop. The magic shop is supposed to, I guess, be like this. It's supposed to be the Sanderson sisters' house, their old cottage. That's what it's supposed to be. I don't understand it because it's like in the middle of downtown Salem now, which even in the last movie was like out in the outskirts. But anyway. He actually you find out later he worships the Sanderson sisters, and he actually tricks Becca and Izzy bringing them back. He gives them a candle for free for her birthday, and it's a black flame candle that he made himself because he wants to bring the witches back because he loves them so much. And the witches come back. Of course, they don't have any. They're not like. At the very beginning, Winifred does the line, "Lock up your children, Salem. The witches are back." But after that, they really don't mention children at all. They don't mention about getting children or wanting to have children or anything like that. Because at first she wants to brew the potion like in the first movie, suck the lives out of children. But they just focus on the 2 teenagers, the Izzy and the Becca character, about wanting to get their souls, not like other children. So anyway, they try to lead Izzy and Becca, try to convince them they're on their side and all this other stuff. And hilarity ensues. And then in the middle, the Winifred wants to. They find out the mayor of the town, which is one of the girls' father, actually, the cool girl now who doesn't associate with them anymore. It's her father who's the mayor, and he's like, of course, he's a dead ringer for the pastor who banished them from Salem, and he must be a descendant. So now Winifred wants him. She abandons all the sucking souls out of children stuff and just focuses on getting him, revenge on him. And in order to do that, she wants to do this forbidden spell, which is like, it's called Power Maxima or something like that. And she wants to do a spell, and it's forbidden. She's told at the beginning of the movie it's forbidden, so of course, there's foreshadowing. So she wants to do it, and Book will not let her. What I love about Book in this movie, they give Book a personality. Book has a personality in this movie. He has choices. He gets sad. He's sad, excited, and he actually is kind of like goes against Winifred in this movie a couple times. He does not want her to do this spell. He's against it, and he actually has like a personality. He has emotions. They give Book emotions and a personality in the movie, which I loved. I loved that aspect of it. So anyway, Winifred basically forces Book to give her this spell to like enhance her powers, make her all powerful. Now she needs ingredients, and she curses the black guy. I forget his name right now. It's killing me. The black gentleman in the movie who runs the magic shop. She curses him to go out and get these ingredients. And of course, one of the ingredients she needs is a head of a lover. So he goes and gets Billy Butcherson up, who is hilarious. He has a ton more screen time in this movie than the first, and he is just funny throughout. And so him and Billy Butcher are out trying to get these ingredients. The black guy tricks Billy Butcher into thinking that he's trying to kill the witches when he's trying to help them. But anyway, so the girls are like freaking out. They don't know what to do. And throughout the movie, you see that Becca is actually kind of turning into a witch herself. She's actually turning into a witch herself. She has powers. And they're kind of noticing it throughout the movie. So fast forward, I mean, there's just a lot of like little things in the movie that, there's really not too much to do. The witches get all the ingredients they need. They cast the spell, and Winifred becomes all powerful. But then Book turns against her. Becca basically gets her powers and tells the Book, you have a choice, either her or me. And the Book chooses Becca, the new witch, and Book goes to her. They run away, and she asks Book, is there anything they can do? And Book goes to the spell, and they read like the spell out, and the spell they gave Winifred all her powers, and they're like, oh my God, there's a loophole. You have to give up the thing you love the most in order to get these powers. And when they confront the Sanderson sisters again, they tell her this, like, look, you have to give up what you love to get this. What do you love the most? And immediately, Sarah and Mary start disappearing. They start dying, basically. She had to give up her sisters, which she loves the most, in order to get all these powers. And the sister, Mary and Sarah, disappear. And Winifred, basically, I don't want to say turns good, but is immediately heartbroken and racked with guilt. She is just absolutely heartbroken that she's lost her sisters. She doesn't like this at all, and she wants to reverse the spell. She's desperate to reverse it. She begs Becca and begs Book to help her get her sisters back. She does not like this and she wants to get rid of these powers, and she wants her sisters back. And Book opens up to a spell. Becca and her friends cast the spell, but nothing really happens at the first. And Winifred's like, wait a minute, you've done the spell. Where are my sisters? But then Winifred starts to disappear. And Becca goes, it's not a spell to bring them back. It's a spell to send you to them. And Winifred thanks them so much as she's disappearing, dying, basically. And she professes her love for her sisters, and then she disappears with them. Book actually starts crying. Book cries at the end. It's actually, it may be like kind of like I don't know what you want to call it, like kind of weird or kind of stupid to some people. But I thought that was nice. That Book cried at the end when Winifred died. But of course, Book chooses Becca, and now she's a witch, basically. And that's basically the end of it. That's basically all the movie. I enjoyed it. 3 out of 5. Like I said, not as good as the original, but no, what is going to be as good as the original? So that's it for me. I hope you enjoyed my review of Hocus Pocus 2, and hope you go watch it. Have a good one.